Have you ever wondered where your photos, files, or videos go when you hit upload? You didn't plug in a USB, you didn't save it on your computer, yet it's there. Safe. That, right there, is the magic of cloud storage. In today's world, we use the cloud every day, often without realizing it. Whether you're backing up your photos, streaming music, sharing files with friends, or working on Google Docs, you're using cloud storage. But what actually is it? In this video, we'll break it down, no tech jargon, no confusion. Just a simple, clear explanation of how cloud storage works, why it matters, and how you're already using it in your daily life. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to talk about why cloud storage has become such a big deal, not just for tech companies, but for everyday people like you and me. Think back a few years. If you wanted to save your files, you probably used a flash drive, a CD, or just stored everything directly on your laptop. And if something happened to that device, maybe it broke, got lost, or caught a virus, well, your files were gone too. No backup, no second chance. Cloud storage changed that completely. It gave us a safety net. Now, your documents, photos, videos, and even entire projects are stored not just on your device, but also in a secure online space, what we call the cloud. But what does that actually mean for you? Let's say you take a picture on your phone. Thanks to cloud services like Google Photos or iCloud, that photo automatically uploads to the cloud. You don't even have to think about it. And later, when you're on your laptop or tablet, you can open that same photo, even though it was never manually transferred. That's the power of syncing across devices. Imagine you're working on a school assignment or a business report. Halfway through, your laptop crashes. In the past, that might mean starting all over again. But with cloud storage, your work could be auto-saved online every few minutes. You just log into another device, and there it is, safe, sound, and ready to finish. This convenience has made cloud storage essential in both personal and professional life. But it's not just about backups or syncing, it's also about collaboration. Services like Google Drive or Dropbox let you share large files instantly with friends, family, classmates, or coworkers. No email attachments. No flash drives. Just a link. Need to send a 500 megabytes video to someone across the world? No problem. Need to work on the same document with your team in real time? You can do that too. That's why businesses rely on the cloud, students use it for group projects, and families use it to preserve precious memories. And let's not forget, it's also a way to save space on your device. Instead of filling up your phone with videos or photos, they can live in the cloud, and you just view or download them when needed. Still wondering why it matters? Let's break it down simply. It protects your files from accidents and hardware failures. It lets you access your files from anywhere in the world. It helps you share content instantly. It keeps your devices from getting too full. And it makes working with others online so much easier. Cloud storage isn't just a tech trend, it's a solution to a very real problem, keeping your digital life safe, organized, and always within reach. Alright, so we've talked about why cloud storage matters. Now let's break down how it actually works behind the scenes. Don't worry, we're not diving into complex tech stuff. Just enough so you can say, I get it. Think of cloud storage as a virtual locker that lives on the internet. When you save a file to the cloud, like a photo, a document, or a video, you're not saving it to a floating cloud in the sky. You're actually saving it to a real, physical server somewhere in the world. These servers are basically supercomputers owned by companies like Google, Microsoft, or Amazon. These servers are inside massive data centers, huge buildings filled with thousands of machines that are designed to store, protect, and deliver your data 24/7. So, when you upload something to Google Drive, for example, that file is sent to one of Google's data centers. The file is stored there, and sometimes, it's duplicated and saved in multiple locations, just to be extra safe. This way, if one server goes down, your data isn't lost. Now here's the cool part: when you access your file again, whether you're using your phone, your laptop, or even a smart TV, you're simply connecting to that data center through the internet and pulling the file from your locker. And don't worry, everything is encrypted. That means your data is scrambled in a way that only you and the service provider can read. This helps keep your files safe from hackers or anyone trying to access them without permission. Here's a simple way to picture it. Imagine your phone is a remote control. When you hit upload, you're sending your files to a giant warehouse. And when you hit download, you're just requesting that warehouse to send your file back to you. Now, how fast and smooth that process feels depends on two main things. Your internet connection. Faster internet means quicker uploads and downloads. The cloud service you're using. Good providers have faster servers and better performance. Some services also let you keep a local copy on your device and sync changes automatically. So you can work offline, and when you go online again, it updates the cloud version. This syncing system is what makes tools like Google Docs or OneDrive feel so seamless. And guess what? You're already using cloud storage more than you think. Every time you save a photo in Google Photos, stream a song on Spotify, or back up your WhatsApp chats, you're using cloud storage. It's not just about files, it's the backbone of most of the apps and tools we use every day. So even if it feels invisible, the cloud is always working in the background, storing, syncing, and protecting your data around the clock. Alright, now that we understand what cloud storage is and how it works, let's talk about the services you can actually use. Because cloud storage isn't just one thing, there are a bunch of companies that offer it in slightly different ways. Let's start with one you've probably already heard of, Google Drive. If you've got a Gmail account, congratulations, you already have a Google Drive account too. It gives you 15 gigabytes of free storage space. That covers not just your Drive files, but also your Gmail and Google Photos. What's great about Google Drive is how it works so well with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. If you're someone who writes documents, makes presentations, or takes notes, you'll love how everything's automatically saved and can be shared with others instantly. Next up, we've got Microsoft OneDrive. If you're using a Windows PC, OneDrive is probably already on your system. It gives you 5 gigabytes of free space, and it connects perfectly with Microsoft Office apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. One cool thing is how it can automatically back up your desktop, documents, and pictures folders. So if your PC ever crashes, your important stuff stays safe in the cloud. Then there's Dropbox. Now this one's been around a long time, and it's known for being super simple. It gives you 2 gigabytes of free storage. I know, that's not a lot, but it's great for storing smaller files, documents, or sharing files with friends or teammates. A lot of people use Dropbox because it plays nicely with tools like Slack and Zoom. If you're working with a remote team, this can be really handy. For Apple users, there's iCloud. If you've got an iPhone or a Mac, then you've already been using iCloud whether you knew it or not. It gives you 5 gigs for free, and it automatically backs up things like your photos, messages, and even your Safari tabs. It's not the most flexible service if you're not using Apple products, but for Apple users, it's super smooth and almost invisible, it just works. Now here's one you may not know, Mega. Mega offers a generous 20 gigabytes of free storage. But what really sets it apart is its focus on privacy. Everything you upload is encrypted from end to end, meaning not even Mega can see what's in your files. If you care about security or want to store sensitive stuff, Mega might be your best bet. There are also some other good services worth mentioning, like pCloud, Internxt, and Sync.com. Each of these has its own style, some focus on lifetime plans, others are open source, and some offer advanced encryption. So now the big question, which one should you choose? Honestly, it depends on your needs. If you're just doing schoolwork or documents, Google Drive or OneDrive will do the job. If privacy is your top priority, try Mega or Internxt. If you're an Apple user, just stick with iCloud. It's already built in. And if you want something simple and clean, Dropbox is always a safe pick. And here's a little tip, you don't have to choose just one. Lots of people use 2 or 3 of these at the same time to get extra free space and keep things organized. Alright, before we wrap up, let's quickly go over the pros and cons of using cloud storage. Because even though it sounds amazing, and it really is, nothing's perfect. So it's good to know both sides. Let's start with the advantages, the pros. First up, the convenience. With cloud storage, your files are always with you. On your phone, on your laptop, even on someone else's computer, as long as you've got internet access, you're good to go. You don't have to carry USB drives anymore or email yourself files. Everything is just there. Then there's backup and safety. If your computer crashes, or your phone gets lost, your files are safe in the cloud. That's a big deal. Especially if it's something important like schoolwork, business documents, or family photos. Another huge plus is collaboration. Let's say you're working on a group project or planning something with your team. With tools like Google Drive or OneDrive, multiple people can view or even edit a file at the same time, and see changes instantly. Also, scalability. Start with a little space for free, and if you need more, you can upgrade later. You only pay for what you need. No need to go buy a new hard drive. And of course, the automation. Photos get backed up automatically, important folders sync without you doing anything. It's just smooth. Alright, now let's look at the downsides, the cons. The biggest one? Internet required. If you don't have a stable internet connection, cloud storage can become tricky. Sure, some services let you work offline, but syncing and backups won't happen until you're connected again. Next is privacy concerns. Yes, most services are very secure, but your data is still being stored on someone else's server. If you're uploading sensitive stuff, you'll want to use services that offer encryption, or encrypt the files yourself before uploading. Then there's the issue of limited free storage. Most services give you around 5 to 15 gigabytes for free, but that fills up fast, especially if you're backing up photos or videos. After that, you'll have to pay monthly or yearly for more space. Also, subscription fatigue is real. You start off using a free plan, then you subscribe to more and more services, and before you know it, you're paying for 4 or 5 cloud tools. Finally, there's a learning curve for beginners. While most platforms are easy to use, if you're not familiar with file management or sharing settings, it might feel a little overwhelming at first. But here's the thing, for most people, the benefits far outweigh the downsides. You just have to be aware of how to use cloud storage wisely, choose a service that fits your needs, don't store things you wouldn't want shared, and keep your account secure. And that's a wrap for today's video. We started off by understanding what cloud storage actually is, how it works, and why it matters in our daily lives. Then, we explored the different types of cloud storage, looked at some of the most popular services like Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, iCloud, and Mega. After that, we went over the key pros and cons, what makes cloud storage so powerful, and what to watch out for. Whether you're a student, a content creator, or just someone trying to keep your digital life a little more organized, cloud storage can really make a difference. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Tech Info for more tech tips, app guides, and beginner-friendly explainers just like this. Got any questions or want to suggest the next topic? Drop a comment below, I'm always reading them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and stay curious.